have fully accepted that my channel is going to go through a Grisha phase. So yeah. Hey guys, I'm Nithya, and I watched the Shadow and Bone trailer like 2 days ago, and I am still screaming about it, and so I'm making this very unplanned, unscripted video and hoping for the best. So, my thoughts on the trailer. Oh my gosh, it is so good. I think it's such a good trailer. Like, not even considering how it encapsulates the story, it is such a good trailer. The visual effects, the sounds, the effects, the music, and the way it was produced and edited was just so well done. It gives you the vibe of the story without giving away too much, but just enough to interest you. And so yeah, that was done really, really well. Okay, so let's talk about the casting for this, because I think the casting is brilliant. So we first got the news of who is going to play who like a few months back. I didn't care that much. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll see what happens when we first see the trailers and the movie, or the show. And oh my gosh, they could not have got the casting any better than they actually have. Like, for example, Ben Barnes as the Darkling? Heck yeah! Like, he has the presence of like a 300-year-old dude who looks really young, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like he has, and like the presence of like the charming villain who is awful, but like you like he has that presence, and I think it's perfect. It's so perfect, and he looks the part. I'm sure he'll act the part in the trailer. At least he seems to act just as well as you would want an how the Darkling would be, and that presence, oh my gosh, yes. Also, we have an Asian Alina. Alina is being played by Jessie Mei Lin, and yes, and I think this is great because in the books there is basically zero diversity. Everyone, and I mean everyone, including the main and side characters, there isn't even a token person of color. Don't write token characters, but like literally everyone in the book is white. I mean, I get it. It takes place in Bolshevik Russia. That is or it's inspired by Bolshevik Russia, like the fantasy version of that. But also, again, it's a fantasy version of Bolshevik Russia. But still, like, I want some more diversity, and I love that the cast of this show is very diverse, especially for Netflix, who is known for whitewashing absolutely everything. So I'm excited about that. Also, Inej is being played by Amita Schumann, who, okay, also, she played like this one character in this one Doctor Who episode, The Demons of the Punjab. I am obsessed with Doctor Who, and that was my favorite episode of season 11. So yeah, that was great, and she is a Nepali actress. And then Zoya is being played by Sujaya Desgupta, who I'm assuming is probably South Asian as well. So heck yeah, we have two brown characters. Yes, and also, yeah, and Jasper is being played by Kit Young, and Nadia is being played by Gabriella Brooke, who are both black actors. Yes, heck yes, so there's more diversity in the show than there is in the book already, and I am here for it. I know Six of Crows has more diversity than Shadow and Bone, but still, like, I'm glad that the Shadow and Bone characters are now colorful, because that's great. Yes. Also, I am by no means saying that this is perfect representation. It is still majority white, straight characters and actors, but it is a step up from the books, and so that's why I'm really happy about it. And then, like, the way the trailer was actually produced, the sound effects, oh my gosh, the music is so... there's parts where I get chills because of how good it is, and the visual effects. The fold looks genuinely scary, like with the whole cloud of darkness that's just kind of there. Yes, and I mean, I didn't have strong feelings about the Wolkra, but again, it's a teaser, and well, whatever. The fold and the light, oh my gosh, Alina's magic with the blue-white glow that kind of exploded in the fold. Yes, that is exactly how I imagined it in the scene, and I can't believe they got Alina's magic. Everything looks perfect. The effects are really, really cool. That's all I'll say. So before like the trailer came out, I was like a little bit like, I was a little bit skeptical because I was like, yeah, sure, they'll make an adaptation, but again, you know, not all book to movie adaptations are great. We've seen what happened with the Shadowhunter books, or like The Darkest Minds, or Sun is Also a Star, which I'm still mad about, even though it's not fantasy. The Sun is Also a Star movie is awful. Read the book. But like, I was really hesitant about this one because this is a well-known franchise, and if they mess up, they're going to piss off a lot of people. And also, I'd like to see like a good adaptation of this story. And then I saw the trailer, and okay, let me tell you, there were like a few scenes that I was like, my jaw literally dropped because they were so exactly how it was described in the book. For example, like the scene where Alina gets taken to the Darkling after she finds out her power. That was, oh my gosh, that was exactly how it was in the book. And same with the scene in the tent where Darkling asks her to lift up her sleeve and then cuts her hand so that, and then magic flow, that scene. And my favorite one at the very end of the trailer where she and the Darkling were performing, I think that was the one where I was like, oh my god, because that was just so good. Yeah, the performance, yeah, so like the very end with the performance where the Darkling brings on the darkness, and then Alina shoots like light, and there's like a swirl of light and dark, and yeah, that scene was really, really well done. Yeah, we also got a glimpse of Genya, which I really like Jenya's character. She's pretty cool. And we also got glimpses of like the Six of Crows characters, and we didn't get very much, but that's also because this story is mainly focused on Alina and people. But from what we got, it seems like so much fun, like Inej removing her mask, Jasper winking, and then Kaz like tossing his cane, and them doing their thing, and it's so cool. Also, the costuming for everything, the keftas were brilliant, and just the costumings in general, everything looked beautiful. So what do I think is going to happen? I personally think the show might actually be better than the Shadow and Bone books, and I think that's because the Shadow and Bone books have so much unnecessary drama that just kind of happens, and also Alina is such a boring protagonist. Like the whole deal, okay, first of all, the drama. The whole thing with Zoya, Nadia, and what's her name? The other, Murray, I think. Yeah, them and the whole squalor hierarchy is so unnecessary, and honestly just kind of like, it gives me a headache to read because like, it's, why do we pit females against females over, like, yeah, it was just, it was just kind of cringy. But I hope they do get rid of that in the movie, or not movie, in the show. I mean, I know they cast Zoya and the other two characters, but I hope they tone it down just a little bit. I also hope that Alina's not jealous all the time, because she's literally, Alina in the book is literally 1, incompetent, 2, extremely jealous, and just kind of about everything. And 3, there's so many times where she describes herself as just plain and boring and unattractive and compared to everyone else. I hope they kind of get rid of that in the show because like it's kind of unnecessary. I also, like, as we've seen from the trailer, we totally get Mal caring about Alina before she actually leaves for the Grisha, which is awesome. So that's great. I also do hope that they don't change the relationship, or like the ending of the book. If you haven't read it, you know, if you've read it, you know what I'm talking about, like with everything and who she ends up with. Because yeah, I hope they don't change the relationship between Darkling and Alina from the books, because I think it was done really well in the books in my opinion, so that was great. I overall really liked it, and yeah, I also hope that Alina is a more interesting protagonist in general, but those are all my thoughts. Yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the trailer. I'm stoked for the show. I'm so excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. and it looks so well produced, and I know Leigh Bardugo was heavily involved in it, so that's awesome. So that's a good impression. And yeah, that's all I have to say, other than you're going to be getting a lot more Grisha content from me. I'm filming a reading vlog of me reading all the books again, me rereading the Shadow and Bone books, and eventually reading the Six of Crows for the first time. And I'm probably gonna do more Grisha content because I am living on the verge of just obsessing over all of the anything Grisha. So yeah, that's all I have to say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will leave the link for the trailer down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.